Have you ever been perfectly fine, and then suddenly, your muscle locks up? No warning, no countdown, just pain. You stretch, you panic. You ask the same question everyone asks. Why did my muscle do that? Here's the strange part. That cramp wasn't random. It wasn't bad luck. And it wasn't your muscle getting tired. It was your nervous system losing control for just a few seconds. And once you understand the biology behind it, muscle cramps will never feel mysterious again. 1. What a muscle cramp really is. Biology basics. A muscle cramp is not just a tight muscle. Biologically, it's an involuntary sustained contraction where muscle fibers receive continuous signals to contract, but no signal to relax. Under normal conditions, muscle movement works like this. Your brain sends a signal to contract, another signal tells the muscle to relax. Calcium ions move in and out of muscle cells. Everything stays balanced. A cramp happens when that balance breaks. The off switch fails. 2. The nervous system is the real culprit. Your muscles don't decide to cramp on their own. They only do what motor neurons tell them to do. During a cramp, motor neurons become hyperexcited. They fire repeatedly. The muscle keeps contracting non-stop. At the same time, inhibitory signals, the signals that normally say relax, get weaker. So the muscle is stuck in full contraction mode. This is why cramps feel sudden and intense. It's not gradual failure. It's a neurological misfire. 3. The role of electrolytes, not just lack of water. Most people think cramps happen because of dehydration. That's only part of the story. The real issue is electrolyte imbalance, especially sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium. These minerals control electrical signals in nerves and muscles. When electrolyte levels drop, nerve signals become unstable, motor neurons fire more easily, muscles contract when they shouldn't. That's why cramps often happen after intense exercise, at night, when you're sweating a lot, or during illness. It's an electrical problem, not just a muscle problem. 4. Why cramps love the middle of the night. Ever notice how cramps often hit when you're sleeping? That's not a coincidence. At night, muscle activity drops, blood flow slows, nervous system control changes, inhibitory reflexes become weaker. One key reflex, called the Golgi tendon reflex, normally prevents muscles from contracting too hard. But during sleep, that reflex becomes less active. So if a nerve fires incorrectly, there's nothing stopping the muscle from locking up. That's why night cramps feel so brutal and so sudden. 5. Why stretching works almost instantly. When you stretch a cramped muscle, you're not loosening it. You're triggering a biological override. Stretching activates stretch receptors in the muscle and tendon. These receptors send emergency signals to the spinal cord. Force this muscle to relax. That signal reactivates inhibitory neurons, cuts the contraction loop, and releases the cramp. It's neuroscience, not magic. So the next time a muscle cramps out of nowhere, remember this. Your muscle didn't betray you. It didn't fail. It followed orders. The real issue was a brief loss of communication between your nerves, your brain, and your muscle fibers. A tiny electrical imbalance, a misfiring neuron, and suddenly your body reminds you how complex it really is. The human body doesn't break randomly. It follows biology, even when it hurts.